Hello and welcome to Sakshi Post. In today's program, we are interviewing a very special guest who has played the role of Fernandes from iSmart Shankar, which has recently released. This person also happens to be a celebrity fitness coach, and he also is the director of, as you see, 360 Degree Fitness, the gym which we are at right now. This gym is supposed to be one of the most top-notch gyms I've come across in the city, and it has world-class equipment in this too. So let's take a walk through the gym and also talk to Mr. Kuldep Sethi. So as said before, we are right now with celebrity fitness coach Mr. Kuldep Sethi, who is also the celebrity himself right now.
Namaskar.
So Mr. Kuldep, from being a celebrity fitness coach to being in the show business itself, can you explain to our viewers your journey from there till here right now?
Journey from my fitness. Fitness is like it's always been with me. So as and when I was in 7th class, 12-year-old, I was into sports. I was a national athlete. I was a games captain in school. So I have participated in international games also. I was more into athletics and shot put and all that. So that's how I was always into sports. I was always into like being fit and eating clean and all these things. And at the time I was always inclined towards more sports personalities rather than anyone else. And then and obviously everyone is a fan of movies and all these things. So I was, as a child, I was always falling up with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone and all that. So they inspired me and to take up this bodybuilding. And my elder brother, Mr. Parminder, also was a Mr. India at that particular time. So looking at him, I wanted myself to be much bigger also. So I started doing weightlifting. Before in athletic, I was doing more athletic workouts like developing more speed and power. So physical appearance was not a big deal. In bodybuilding, you need more muscular, you need more mass, you need more definition, which looks more appropriate on stage. So I started doing that. And then somehow I got an offer for being a trainer. So I accepted it as my dad is from the business family. So we are from business and all these things. So, and I gradually shifted into job, and there was some resistance from my home for sure, but still I got into my passion and became a trainer. Then as a trainer, I wanted to develop more and I wanted to gain the best of the knowledge. So that's why I did a lot of courses in fitness. I did ACSM, that is American College of Sports Medicine, then kettlebell training, then TRX training, then parkour conditioning, then CSCS, that is Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist. So I have done, you say, like all the certifications and nutrition courses in fitness. So that's basically for my own self. So I wanted to be more and more knowledgeable in the fitness arena so that I can give my best to my clients. And then happened to start training, and I was actually a long time back, I was training Mr. Charan. So I did train Charan for Chiruta. I was with him in Bangkok also, and it happened to be Mr. Puri's sir. So Charan's first movie was Puri Jagannath's directorial. So I was traveling with him as a trainer, and I happened to see the shoots and all these things. And I was always like fascinated with the film world and wanted to do something, but it wasn't back of my mind. The first important thing was for me was getting into fitness. So I was then traveling with Charan for that, and until Magadira and until Orange, I trained him. Then traveling and all this thing, and then I opened 360 Degree Fitness in 2009. So I was born to have to be here at the business, so I can't really travel with the actors and all this thing. So I had to take a little step back and take care of the business I have. And then in fact I trained Chiranjeevi sir also. I'm very lucky that I have in fact trained him before he even went into the politics. And then later I trained Mr. Varun Tej. I'm still training Varun Tej, and I trained Sai Dharam Tej before, and for his transformation I trained him. I'm still training Rashi Khanna. I'm still training Vijay Devarakonda, and I'm training Sandeep Kishan. I trained Adi for his movie, and then I trained Kalyan Ram for iSmart Shankar also. His transformation was done by me. So these are the celebrities, and there are a lot of other fitness enthusiasts I train, and there's a lot of people who are into business and all those things, so not just connected to the film world. Apart from that, I have a lot of other people who come to me. And then you asked about the movies, right? So movie thing is like it was always back of me that I wanted to do something, but so one of my friends, he comes to my gym. His name is Ajay. So he's into movie field and all these things. So I was just talking to him, and he said auditions are going on for iSmart Shankar. So why don't you try? That was in January. So I just called up the casting director, and then I made an appointment. I went there. I gave my audition, and after say roughly I think 7 days to 10 days, I got a call that you have been selected in the movie, and you're playing a part. So I didn't know. I thought it might be just a small part because this is my first movie ever. Then I went in, I met the casting director, and I went to Puri sir and all this thing, and then he explained me the role and all this thing, and I was like, wow, it's really big, and it's the character which changes the whole storyline. So because of my character, the whole storyline changes in the movie, and that's I'm very 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 thankful to Mr. Puri Jagannath sir that he has given me this wonderful opportunity for my first movie, and hopefully I have done justice to that, and that's how I'm on screen. So hopefully people will like it, and hopefully I get to grow more.
Okay, so now you have two particular careers in your hand. You have film that has just about started, and you have 360-degree fitness that has been going on from 2009. What do you think you're going to forte in, and what do you think you're going to make yourself more better at, polish yourself at, and maybe going forward from today?
See, fitness, I would say fitness is my life. Fitness is me. It's within me, so it's nothing that I can't take the fitness out of me or the trainer out of me, because this is who I am, and this is my passion, this is my life, this is my everything, and whatever I am today is because of 360-degree fitness, and thanks to our MD Sunita Reddy also so supporting me in this. And as in venturing into the movies, I don't know, like I'm just taking it one day at a time, so I have not really planned up much, like say trying to really shelve this or nothing like that, because this is my passion, this is my love. So I want to continue this, and hopefully I'll be able to juggle between the fitness and movie style. So if I'm getting good offers or good roles and all these things, for sure I'm up for it. But I don't want to just be in the sake movies in the sake of just being there. I don't want to do anything which is not good, like not a substantial role or not a good role. I want to play good roles, whether it can be negative or positive or anything. So let's see how it goes, and God knows better about my future plans rather than me.
Okay, so now now let's get to you being the fitness coach.
Yes.
Okay. Now if we go and if we take a conventional gymmer, the person who goes to the gym, if by chance that person wants to become a fitness coach one day, what are the paths that they can select here within India that they can get themselves to that level?
Sure. See, as in fitness industry, it's growing every day, and the scale of trainers have increased, the knowledge of people have increased, probably because a lot of social media. So everyone has social media, and their Instagram, Facebook, and all these things. But at the same time, you need to have your own knowledge. You need to learn. It's not that you can just one fine day you get up and you think, okay, fine, I'm going to train people. Where I'm going to the gym, I'm pushing weights, I'm lifting 100 kgs. Sure, I can train people. No, it's not the way things are done. So if you're being a trainer, you have to learn. You have to. You got to do some kind of certifications. You have to train under some trainer or get into a good facility where they can teach you the basics of training, because every single body type is different from each other. So the same plan can't work. The same plan can't work for me. Same plan can't work for you. So to know that, the trainer has to learn themselves. And somewhere I feel that a lot of people nowadays are like drawn towards this field, looking at, oh, okay, fine, I get to train some people, I get to train celebrities and all these things. So they're taking shortcuts. I would say no shortcuts, man. I've been like spent 15 years in this field, and from before that I've been into sports. It's like from childhood, and my grandfather was a wrestler from Punjab. It's not that, it's like it's in my blood. Or you can't just take one fine day, get up and think, okay, fine, I'm going to be a trainer and I've done so and so, so and so, and I'm going to start training people. No, you're going to injure them. So please take some time, take a minimum like 2 years or 3 years of proper education, proper training, have practical knowledge, have theory knowledge of how the body works, how you can train people, how different bodies work, what is the difference between a man's body and a woman's body, what are the criteria, what are they looking at. I see a lot of people sometimes they train everyone with the same angle. Like you come in, I give you the same exercise. Somebody else come in, I give you the same exercise. That doesn't work like that, and that's how you get injured. And that's how. And to show results, they go like very fast. The progression is very, very fast. If I have to say reduce someone's weight for 20 kgs or something, somebody was like, oh, okay, fine, I'm going to show results and I'm going to be called the transformation specialist. I'm going to do it within 2 months or 3 months. And they're going to put them into a very drastic diet, crash diets, and make them do like 2 hours, 3 hours a day. And obviously it's going to crash, plateau. Or even if the person is losing weight, they lose all the muscle, the glamour is gone, and they might injure themselves. It's not beneficial and it's not good for them to be in the future. And coming back to being a trainer, I would say there are so many facilities and there are so many online courses nowadays. ACSM is one, ACE is one, American Council on Exercises is one, and there are some smaller courses which is like a Reebok is there, and there are so many people who are doing smaller courses. So take step by step, learn physiology, science. So you have to do that to become a good trainer and have patience, the most important thing.
So you're a celebrity fitness coach. So coaching a celebrity will be completely different from coaching a normal person who walks into the gym for fitness. So can you explain to our viewers what that difference is basically?
Yeah. Training a celebrity and training a non-celebrity who's into business, this is a difference. When it comes to celebrities, what happens, most of the celebrities where I have, that's my practical knowledge. So they come in with the criteria, they know what they want, and and they have a limited time. So probably sometimes they have 1 month, sometimes they have 2 months, sometimes they have 3 months. If lucky, they give me more time. But it usually doesn't happen with me because they are doing so many movies and they are playing so many different characters. Sometimes they are a little heavier in some characters and they wanted much leaner weight and they want six-pack. So that's how sometimes, like in case of Ram also, we had like around 40 days, 35 to 40 days. So the director talks and the director tells, okay, this is the requirement and this is the character. I usually, for celebrities, I ask them what is the role. Like for this guy, Mr. Karthikeyan, RX100 actor, and he did his movie Hippie. And I trained him for his movie Hippie. And you can see in RX100 he was a little bulkier because his role demanded that he have a little bulkier thing. And in Hippie, they showed him as a kickboxer. So if you're a kickboxer, you can't be too heavy. So you got to be much lighter and you got to be much faster in movements and all these things. So I trained him according to that. And in 2 months, I did his transformation because he didn't have too much of time. So I took 2 months for his transformation where I made his body more chiseled. So he was much leaner, much ripped, and his abs and muscularity was much, much clearer. And the same thing happened with Vijay Devarakonda for his clothing line, Rowdy. So for clothing line Rowdy, he wanted to be a very lean, not too muscular and all these things. So probably you can check on his photographs. He's much leaner, very flat stomach, flat chest, but good shoulder, arms and all these things. So that also I trained him specifically for that requirement. And as in Ram also, it was more particularly looking at his character, where he's like too fast guy, smart with his brains, and he needs to be quick, and when he punches and then you feel the thing. So we wanted his shoulder and arms and everything to be a little bulkier and very chiseled midsection. So we worked on that.
Okay. Now to conclude this talk, you are right now a celebrity fitness coach.
Yeah.
In case you get an opportunity to be a sports fitness coach, and let's say you got the opportunity to do a Virat Kohli, how would you take that up? Will that be a challenge for you, or will that be something that you're already experienced with?
The thing is, actually, that doesn't actually. The name can be a bigger name, but I would look at them as a client. I would look at them as a human body. So yeah, a human body would be the same, right? Responding and their requirements. So say I've done CSCS, that is Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist, where it's more sports conditioning. So if you're a basketball player, I'm going to train you for your sport. And in fact, I have trained Kabaddi or Telugu Titans. I have trained them for 2 seasons. The whole team, I have trained them for 2 seasons. So they wanted to be more agile, more explosive strength, where they can jump easily and they move very fast and have good cardiac system. So I trained them. So any big name comes in, for sure it will be the same challenge as I am doing it today. I don't think so. The challenge would be somewhat different, because the human body doesn't change. The physiology is going to be the same no matter who. The approach changes according to their requirements. A sports person, if it's a sports person, then what kind of a sports they are playing? Are they on off season or on season? Are they going to have a lot of matches or no? So according to that, or it's a film actor and they're on shoot and whether they are shooting in humid weather or cold weather, that also makes a difference, because hydration matters. Kind of vitamins you take, kind of protein you take, kind of carbohydrates you take, every single thing matters in different scenarios. I fit in according to that. So there's no such one plan fits all. There's nothing like that. So I chalk out a plan for every single person according to the requirements, their age, and what conditions they're going to do sports or shooting, and what are their physical requirements. They just need to be a good performer, or they just need to showcase their physique. They don't really care about how they perform, like all the things. They don't really care about their stamina. They don't really care about the power, but they look amazing. That's what I do with people over here.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kuldep Sethi.
Thank you so much. For more news and updates on cinema, please log on to Sakshi Post.